Good morning. This is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel. As I tell my part series, the week that was college football history review, the 1984 college football season. This is week 9. Games that were played on October 27th, 1984. Let's get into it. We're going to start with West Virginia, the number 18 team in the country, beating number 19 Penn State by a score of 17-14. Having not witnessed win over Penn State since 1955, Mountaineer fans were justifiably excited as defensive back Larry Holly picked off Nittany Lions quarterback John Schaefer on West Virginia 18-yard line with 35 seconds left. Although time remained, 4 fans poured onto the field, tore down goalposts. Coach Joe Paterno pulled Lions off the field, conceding defeat. They congratulated opposing players in their locker room after the game. West Virginia kicker Paul Woodside's 49-yard field goal early in the fourth quarter had broken 7-7 tie. West Virginia University sub tailback Pat Randolph ran for a 22-yard touchdown, which was added as needed insurance as Penn State tailback DJ Dozier had 108 yards rushing on 20 carries later, raced 51 yards to close out the scoring. Move on to Georgia, number 13 team in the country. They beat Kentucky 37-7. Bulldogs won game in the trenches, dominating Kentucky with blocks that sprung runners for 307 yards to only 10 yards on the ground for Kentucky. That was the advantage. 307-10. Even when rush game made a mistake, Learn profited as tailback Scotty Williams scored teams in his career's first touchdown with 16-yard advance, a fumble by tailback Tron Jackson by themselves. Georgia special teams outscored Kentucky. Running back Jimmy Harrell added a 76-yard punt return for a touchdown for first ever score, while tough kicker Kevin Butler, who was expected to miss game with strained knee ligament, kicked 3 field goals with his bad leg. Wildcats, meanwhile, needed 59 minutes and 50 seconds to score as backup quarterback Kevin Dooley threw a 16-yard pass for a touchdown to wide receiver Cisco Bryant at game's end to wipe out the shutout. Notre Dame upset number 7, Louisiana State, 30-22. It was probably best for Notre Dame to get out of South Bend, where rumors of possible coaching change swirled amid 3-game home losing streak. Even Death Valley looked good to Irish, who rolled tailback Alan Pinkett to upset, who had 162 yards on 40 carries, set school record for carries on his way to 2 touchdowns. Other Irish stars were kicker John Carney, who kicked 3 field goals, and quarterback Steve Berline, who hit 16 of 23 for 168 yards. Tigers were held to 9 yards rushing in first half, but wiped clean that slate with 66-yard touchdown exposure in the third quarter by tailback Dalton Hilliard that cut the lead to 20-14. Quarterback Jeff Wickersham could not get Tigers to score again until scoring in closing moments on a hopeful 50-yard end zone toss-up to wide receiver Raji McGee. Wisconsin beat Ohio State 16-14. There was 200-yard rusher in the game, but it wasn't star Ohio State tailback Keith Byers. As Wisconsin upset Ohio State 16-14, Ohio State was ranked number 6 in the country. This was an upset 16-14. Bench warmer, Wisconsin tailback Mark Harrison, the senior ironically from Columbus, who started in place of injured tailback Larry Emery, ran for 203 yards on 31 carries, 143 yards more than his previous best game. The Badgers also got 3 field goals from kicker Todd Gregor, and quarterback Mike Howard threw a 34-yard touchdown pass to wide receiver Thad McFadden, another unheralded Wisconsin player. Linebacker Craig Radatz made 2 interceptions and 11 tackles in his second start. So Wisconsin upset Ohio State 16-14. Another upset took place was Kansas beating number 2 Oklahoma 28-11. Kansas scored as many points as pundits predicted Jayhawks to lose by. The shocking Oklahoma first series win in Lawrence since 1964, the Jayhawks took a 7-3 lead on tailback Lynn Williams' 1-yard run in the second quarter and never tried again. They added 4 field goals by kicker Dodge Sportsburg and 63-yard interception touchdown return by safety Wayne Ziegler. Sooners, who were limited to a pair of first downs in the second half, did not score a touchdown until 3 seconds remained on running back Cal Irvin's 1-yard plunge. A freshman and future star quarterback Troy Aikman, who was forced to enter the game when quarterback Danny Bradley was injured. Sooners coach Barry Switzer said the boy was scared to death. It's not all his fault, not at all. Weekend worsened for Oklahoma Oklahoma when starting defensive backs Keith Stanberry and Andre Johnson were seriously injured in a horrific car accident that night. Next, we have Missouri and Iowa State. They ended in a 14-14 tie. Texas, number 3 team in the country, beat number 14 Southern Methodist 13-7. The Mustangs twice drove deep into Texas territory in game's closing moments, losing possession after the first drive on a controversial no call against cornerback James Lott, tight fourth down coverage against wide receiver Marquise Pleasant. Later on, Lott's interception of quarterback Don King's pass from into the end zone with 1 minute to go. Longhorns defense allowed only 221 yards and no points as SMU's sole touchdown was delivered by a 42-yard interception return by safety Keith Brooks. Texas kicker Jeff Ward kicked field goals of 41, 35 yards for first half scoring. Quarterback Todd Dodge had led a 10-play, 71-yard drive in the third quarter that ended with fullback Jerome Johnson's 7-yard touchdown run. And finally, we got Washington, the number 1 team in the country, beating Arizona 28-12. Top-ranked Huskies won a sloppy game. Teams combined for 19 turnovers and 13 penalties in muddy conditions behind defense, special teams play, and 3 second-half runs by tailback Jock Robinson, who had 119 yards rushing on 25 carries. So Huskies quarterback Hugh Millen was benched at halftime for 3 interceptions and 2 lost fumbles as Arizona took a 6-0 lead on 89-yard interception return by safety Lyndon Brown. Led by quarterback Paul Securo, Washington scored next 28 points before Arizona's linebacker Byron Evans recovered fumble on end zone for the final touchdown. Cast to back like David Adams ran for 52 yards while quarterback Alfred Jenkins hit 9 of 25 for 92 yards passing. So it includes look at week 9, the games that are played on October 27th, 1984, week that was. Let's look at the AP poll as of October 29th. You had number 20 Texas Christian, 19 Southern Methodist, 18 Southern California, 17 Iowa, 16 Ohio State, 15 Louisiana State, Florida State 14, Florida 13, West Virginia 12, 11 Auburn. The number 10 team in the country was Oklahoma. Number 9 was Boston College, 8 Georgia, 7 Oklahoma State, 6 Miami, 5 South Carolina, 4 Brigham Young, 3 Nebraska, 2 Texas, and number 1 Washington. So that includes a look at college football history review, the 1984 college football season. Games that were played during October 27, 1984, week number 9. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the channel. Do a video this magnitude tomorrow as we go into November, week 10. It's going to be interesting one, like always. Look back at the 84 season, college football 1984. November 3rd, 1984, that'll be tomorrow, be week 10. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the channel. Do a video this magnitude tomorrow. Until then, talk to you soon.